Hey, Goldie Braun! Want to get back here and explain that bombshell?
Time is tight and your understanding unimportant.
Can I shoot him? Come on, let me shoot him.
Look, I don't know what's going on, but it's clear this is at least a little bit your fault.
My contrition is clear, as is my resolve to rectify my recklessness.
Hey, we get reckless. It's kind of our brand.
Imagine ambivalent omnipotence, drifting in darkness.
Speaking of dark...
Such was my celestial solitude. Power without purpose, until uncovered by Raker. His crew were convalescent. Plagued by a pox, I was serendipitously suited to soothe.
A ship full of sick people just happens upon someone with limitless healing?
We were need and needed, symptom and solace. He worshipped the wonder of my ways and declared me divine.
I think we know where this is going.
I do not know where this is going.
This is the scary part.
As the flock of followers fawned, a dark delight developed deep within me. And in the shadows it spoke. Weak whelps, pernicious priesting, feeble fools, fit for feasting. Hubris made hunger. A cancerous craving called Magus.
Hang on. You can't name a craving.
I named nothing. Clawed through my consciousness, its deafening demands sated solely by suffering.
And you listen to this thing?
Its call is too great to ignore. I too heard this voice.
It was pure putrefaction, sown from the seed of my strength. My soul stone gone sour. I resolved to rip it out.
Rip it out? How?
A mechanical marvel wrought by Raker would sever the stone from my skull and excise the evil entangled within.
Translation: you let Raker steal your powers.
Whatever his wayward wander, he was on that day my friend. He swore to separate sanctity from sin, that my healing could yet be harnessed without harm.
Sure, but who's harnessing it?
Sounds like you were careless.
Deluded by desperation. My mind was melding with Magus.
Did it work at least?
In a savage sense, it split my soul in twain and cast us to the cosmos.
So, no.
For me, there was only darkness. I awoke half whole, certain the stone shattered. How Magus merged with another, I know not.
I think I can answer that. After I rejected my promise, I got pulled into Nikki's. Corel was there. She was trying to show me something.
Peter, you can't trust anything you saw in there.
This was different, and it felt different. She took me back to the QZ and I saw that Magus thing. I saw it get all twisted up with Nikki and I saw it kill Corel.
You hear yourself? How'd she show you this if she's dead?
Quite conceivably. Her soul may be snared by the stone, chained to the child.
I mean, we could get her back.
Essence can be retained but not restored. Her echo acts as anchor, manipulated by Magus to deceive the daughter.
So it's like Corel said. Nikki needs to accept her death.
This feat is not so easily done.
Its appetite is insatiable. If unassailed, Magus will absorb all.
We're gonna need one hell of a plan.
Well, you better come up with it quick, because I see daylight.
The bond between Magus and Matriarch must be broken. It harvests its hunger through the host.
So, Nikki's like the head vampire. If we cure her, it'll free the rest. Why didn't you just say that?
So step 1, find Nikki.
Step 2, convince her mom ain't coming back from the dead.
Step 3, get that stone away from her and mop the floor with that Magus thing.
You show no shortage of assurance.
Yeah, this one's Mr. Positivity. It's enough to make you sick.
The stone is both bondage and bridge for Magus, and a young mind is most malleable. If If Magus is merged with her, she may not survive the severing.
We won't let it come to that.
Not to join the Golden Downer, but how are we supposed to find the kid? What are you...
What's going...
Flark.
Oh, Flark.
They've got the cortex. They can go anywhere, convert anyone.
We need to go now.
Why does that sound like you're not coming with us?
These are my people. Some still survive if I stay.
Then we'll stay and help.
Go. I'll be where I'm needed when I need to be. Just trust me.
Don't go dying on me. I'm starting to actually get you. You wanna pop a squat, golden boy? You're making me nervous.
Or perhaps your nerves need gnawing.
What did I do?
This precarious plan proves more meek by the moment. The Madonna was meant to be among us.
She knows what she's doing. Eventually.
Sorry sins I have wrought to rest me among such a motley crew.
Did he? Did he take my room?
Not so much as a yip from the mud. Groot says he'll keep trying. Where's Mr. Fancy Words?
It is assumed Peter Quill's quarters. It was a daring display of dominance.
Don't you start.
Usually I'd say, who needs him, but we do. So you better fix this one, Quill.
Just try not to piss him off any more than he already is.
If it is to be a fight to the death, I will honor the outcome.
If he kills you, I get your guns.
Wouldn't bet on Peter winning that fight. Took all 5 of us to beat him last time.
I still can't believe he caught one of my smart bombs. Just like that.
Moore, are you okay letting Mantis fight the church alone out there?
She won't fight. She'll focus on evacuating people. Maybe they can all hide in the caves.
So she's just gonna let the church take over her homeworld?
Mantis would tell you that people matter more than the planet. And she knows that the church won't stop coming until we rescue Nikki.
You have great confidence in this celestial Madonna.
She's one of the few people I know I can trust.
Really? She freaks me out.
Because she's smarter than you?
And kinder.
Hey, that nickname makes my skin crawl. I'm furry, not fuzzy. Not even that little. Hey, Quill.
You seem like you're in a good mood.
Huh, do I? I've got a great idea for a new blaster extension. Can't wait to put it together.
Well, now that the gang's back together and we've got a minute to breathe, I think you deserve an official thank you for what you did on Lamentus.
Quill,
I know you don't like that kind of sappy stuff, but I really mean it.
Quill, you're making a mountain out of a scrap pile right now. It's embarrassing.
Seriously. Mantis mentioned something about trauma. Is that where your fear of water came from?
Okay, Loopy Girl don't know nothing about nothing. Must be from another timeline.
Well, regardless, you saved our lives, so thank you.
The rodents saved our lives.
Oh yeah, you surprised? You know, I can do more than blow stuff up.
You saved our lives by blowing something up.
Oh, flark off, Murder Mom. Okay, let's make some flarkin' cool stuff. Got you covered. This work is worth more than you're worth, Quill.
Did you just...
You have closed the refrigerator door.
Glad you're back on our side, Drax. I got a feeling we'll need to go full destroyer on this one.
I shall be ready, Peter Quill. I have witnessed the threat posed by Magus firsthand. No one should suffer from its malignant lies. I owe all of you a great debt of gratitude. It would be my honor to fight beside you with all of my might.
I don't think that's where Golden Boy went to.
He's in your cabin if you're looking for him, Peter.
I know, I know. Did you reach Cosmo? It may be up to us to stop the church in nowhere. You ready?
I am Groot.
He's worried about the mutt. Says it would be easier with his help.
I didn't think Cosmo would let the church take over his station. But if they got the Cortex, then...
He is but one canine against the army of the converted.
That explains why we ain't been able to reach Cosmo. If you don't answer it, they'll vaporize us.
I will handle this communication.
All yours, buddy.
Hail, traveler. Have you accepted the true of a divine promise?
We have. My deceased wife and daughter are with me. To thank the matriarch for her gift.
May the promise be fulfilled. You are clear to land at the spaceport.
All them bars and betting parlors.
And noodle joints.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I assume it will be worse.
Raker rallies regiments while we wait whistling in the wings.
Landing as fast as I can, Gold.
What the flark? Great! Cocoon Boy thinks he's a butterfly now!
He is a man of action.
Let's just hope that he can keep the church busy while we look for Nikki.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your way through security muscles.
I am quite adept at deception.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the Continuum Cortex and rescue Nikki.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, like, try to find him?
Time is running out. We cannot lose focus if we are to save the girl.
Drax is right. Let's just hope Warlock can do a bit of damage on his side. So, final showdown against Raker. This time, you'll get him for good.
I intend to. We're not leaving here without Nikki.
I am Groot.
Groot wants you to know he'll do all he can to save your kid.
You know what? I think I kinda understood that.
I am Groot.
Same here. Can't wait to whoop some robed flarkers. Your kid sure got herself in a deep, Quill.
Her mom died, man. If Warlock's telling the truth, that thing inside her is using Corell's death to manipulate her.
I get it. Ain't gonna be easy getting her out of there, but I'll die trying. Gotta make the flarkers pay for what they did to Nowhere. And Contraxia. And all the killing and converting and stuff.
Ready, Drax?
I am. My blades are as sharp as the rodent's tongue.
Was that a metaphor?
It was a simile.
Let's do this. Time to save Nikki.
Peter.
Okay. Just be cool. Let me handle these guys.
Welcome, travelers. Have you come to witness the fulfillment?
The what now?
The realization of the Matriarch's promise. The beginning of a new world. One without death, or pain, or fear. You should know this. Weren't you vetted and cleared to land here?
What? Of course we were.
How are you not aware of the fulfillment? Something is wrong. These heretics must be stopped. Attack!
Stronger! Yeah, well, that makes him a target.
This hurts much!
He tries to defeat them before they defeat you!
Toss it!
Move it!
What the? Coach is choosing his team members!
Then put him in a body bag!
Guys, huddle up!
These Fracklins don't give up. It's like they've been sucking down the power juice or something.
They are tremendously strong and relentless. I fear we may not be their equals.
All right, listen. This isn't our first rodeo, guys. The problem is, if we play it cocky, just one little mistake and they're gonna bring us down. Who's with me?
That wasn't
Seriously,
what we
Peter?
were.
Show him some muscle! Rocket! Safety's off!
The sorcerer amplifies their power!
Slow him down!
We're in this now!
Light him up, Rocket!
Move! Some down the cultist!
walked right into that one!
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools!
Racco's better pray their new world comes without death or pain or fear, because I'm gonna kill him for flarking up this spaceport.
They have been very busy redecorating.
All the more reason for us to get to the Cortex and find Nikki.
The rift's the end of the known universe, bud. Don't see how it figures into anything.
Scott! Cosmos Tower's shut down.
That's because it's never been dark before. You do realize some of the guys shooting at us were nowhere security?
This does not bode well for the dog.
Never was the Mutt's biggest fan, but we could have used a backup telepath.
Cosmo is on their side. Getting to the Cortex could be a lot harder.
Just because the tower shut down doesn't mean Cosmo is too. Last time we were here, he knocked out me, Gamora, and Drax, and Lady Hellbender's bounty hunters, like it was nothing. We just gotta have faith he's okay.
Really, Peter? Faith?
There does appear to be an accessory stored here.
Kinda dreading what we're gonna see in the marketplace.
The same thing we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, but it'll be up close. Nowhere really stunk sometimes, but...
Flark! Over there!
There's so many of them. I thought most nobodies would have rejected the promise.
Everyone wants something they can't have.
Yeah, but these crooks were suspicious of anyone.
You're right, Rocket. The people who lived here were rough. I once saw someone beat someone else to a pulp because they gave them a compliment. No way they'd willingly join up.
A sword to the throat can be very convincing.
So can the promise.
They got Flark and Faith batteries everywhere.
Just like on Hal's Hope.
Perhaps they have built another giant ray gun inside the Continuum Cortex.
To siphon faith from multiple worlds at once? Is that even possible?
The energy ain't filling these batteries. It's moving away from them.
So they're powering something.
Sure looks like it. Don't suppose we could try tricking them again? Make them believe we're all promised up?
Not unless you can fake that purple glow they all seem to have. I had a contact here. Rotations ago.
You did? Was it Blurf? No. Shudupun. Hooks, maybe? Whoa, wait. Cat free. He always gave Groot the creeps.
I am Groot.
Okay, I think we got the drop on these guys.
Let's be fun, Flarkers! Get ready to die!
They do not fear death.
Don't mean we can't hurt him first.
Brace yourself! They have swallowed the church's lives!
We kill Raker, we might save some of them!
Stay down!
The Warlock should have destroyed them!
More batteries the deeper we go. 100 units says they're tied to the fulfillment.
The priest said that they were bringing...
They can't raise the dead, especially after we save Nikki.
When we are done here, we will need to tell a Rhapsodus about these adventures.
Oh, what?
They are the keepers of Catathian lore. This will be an epic tale.
Wonder if any of these fortune tellers saw this coming.
Unlikely. They were all charlatans.
Most of them were pickpockets and fences. Pretty useful people to know.
I've been thinking about what Warlock said.
Which part? He hasn't stopped talking since we met him.
Over here! Looks like we can squeeze through.
We must be close to Mantlow's bar. Can you see it?
Not really. There's a lot of debris in the way.
There is no way through this wall.
Could be a bunch of wackos just waiting for us.
Peter!
Well, that didn't work.
Clark, I'm going in.
What about the fanatics?
I'll toast them if I see them. We're the only ones who can do this, right?
Gamora, you should be able to get your sword in there now. Give me a boost.
Oh, Scott! Not Mantlow's. Look at her. This is personal, Quill.
Peter, let's go! I'm surprised the church was able to seize the Cortex. It seemed pretty secure last time.
Wasn't half as secure as the dog thought.
The Church's forces increased by the tick. Their superior numbers could have easily breached the defenses.
I know how much you love this dive.
It was the one spot in this whole Flarkin galaxy where a guy could feel safe. I mean, except for the bar brawls and the security raids and the bounty hunters.
We'll drink to it later. Right now, we've got to keep moving.
There's been no sign of Goldie Braun since he leapt from our ship.
Adam Warlock.
Might be splattered somewhere across the lower city.
Or got picked up by a wandering creep squad.
Or maybe he was lying about which side he was on and is just waiting to attack us.
The Warlock carries an old grudge. He would not align himself with the Grand Unifier.
Yeah, what do we need the Golden Boy for anyways? We were doing fine without him.
I was not fine. Magus was devouring my soul. Your memory is suspect.
My memory is flawless. I'm just an...
You know why we need Warlock to stop Magus's space magic ritual? We don't know space magic!
Yeah, because that ain't a real thing.
And I'm not so sure anymore, not after Lamentus. None of this makes any sense, but Mantis gave us somebody who can fight it.
Somebody who also makes no sense.
Exactly! I think. He can deal with his evil twin.
Hard to believe how much the place has changed. More turkeys dropping in!
Dropping like flies soon enough! Cut him up, Gamora! Give ourselves away. Oh, and that's why I'm the leader. This looks like a dead end.
For some more than others. The destruction is pretty massive.
Guess that means some of the crooks here put up a fight.
A valiant effort in the face of certain defeat.
Looks like the church is trying to keep us out of there.
That's not gonna work.
Careful, Peter Quill.
Guys, look down. It's an awful lot of light.
You're thinking it's the full Flarkman, ain't you? But it could just be runoff from the cables. Whatever these whack jobs are up to, they need a lot of juice.
Perhaps this is how they powered their fleet to reach Lamentus.
Eh, the Cortex could handle that on its own.
Maybe Raker's trying to reanimate the Celestial Head. Bring it back to life?
Perhaps he wishes to turn it into a ship.
Bah, this thing's deader than dead. It ain't coming back, and it ain't jumping through no hyperspace.
They say Celestials are powered by hyperspace. Regardless, we must reach the Undercity to find the girl and stop whatever they are doing.
And we'll have to be ready for them to try and stop us.
Converted ones will be prepared to die in order to bring their loved ones back to life.
Which is pretty ironic if you think about it.
Our level of cooperation is invigorating. We have become a formidable team.
Yep, sure have, Drax.
Ain't we just one big, happy Flarkin family? What are you doing with that garbage?
She's not garbage.
Behold the power of the light! Vaya Maniati! The Guardians of the Galaxy! Save the believers and alert the Grand Unifier! The fulfillment must not be stopped!
That's it! We fully snapped!
Gamora, wait for us!
Lean on the herd! Again? It ain't my fault he's acting like this!
You won't ruin her this time!
Hey, Drax, what the fuck, Gamora? Rush him, Drax! Out the way, Rocket! Powers, face us! Gamora! Let's throw that, Drax!
Not again!
Again?
Keep some breathing room, Groot!
I can barely cut into his armor! The priest is channeling power into that one!
The Flying One empowers them with faith! My great strength goes underutilized!
Lob it at him, big guy!
You won't ruin her this time!
Ruin who? What's going on right now, Gamora?
I got all these toys, I'm just dying for
Watch
you!
it, Drax!
There are more arriving! Wish we found some flarking hover bikes!
Put their lights out!
We must strike the large one with more force!
Hold them down, Groot!
He just went bonkers!
Powers, face us!
He's boosting everyone but us!
We must eliminate their personal control!
You aren't the only one fighting this battle, Gamora!
Whatever happened to not running in?
That was last time! Charge!
Church floater keeps pulling from his bag of tricks!
Let's pop that hole so he stops handing out treats!
You? Good?
Never better.
Yep, definitely not good. Gamora, wait, hold on a sec.
Why? So more children can be sacrificed in the name of Raker's flarked up church?
Of course not, just...
Just what, Peter?
I don't know. Breathe.
Every minute we waste. We don't have time to breathe.
I know Raker brings back bad memories.
This isn't about Thanos. It's about Nikki and what men like Raker and Thanos do to girls like her. Like me. My sister. If I had just been better at protecting Nebula, maybe she wouldn't be dead.
Whoa. What? Nebula's dead? How? By who? Tell me, so I can find him and shake his Kratak hand.
By me.
You killed your sister?
She is the one you saw in the Matriarch's promise.
That's how I knew it was a lie. The Nebula I knew had been twisted into a hateful, vengeful monster thing. One who would never stop unless I stopped her. So I did. I just never expected to survive.
Why didn't you say something?
It's not exactly a conversation starter. Hi, I'm Gamora. I murdered my sister. Can we be friends? Of course we can't. How can you be friends with a monster? Why would you want that on your team? A team I actually kind of enjoyed being on, all things considered.
Well, I hate Nebula, so I actually would have... What? I'm just saying it don't change nothing.
Actually, it changes everything. The most deadly woman in the galaxy just admitted she loves us.
I did not.
You did. You said you were in love with us right after the part about killing your sister.
I said I enjoyed your company.
That is the Catathian definition of love.
Like. I'll give you like. Can we just move on?
Agreed. That's about all the love fest I can take.
We accept you, Gamora Zenuburi.
Pretty sure we're married now.
This is excruciating.
All right, I'm pretty sure we've all caught our breath. Let's say we go stop a nutjob cult leader.
Yes.
Incoming! Make him hurt, Gamora!
So we can forget what I just said, right?
That you love us? No way! I'll treasure that moment! Toss him around!
This combat is sure to draw the Warlock's attention!
Just hope Warlock's causing a distraction somewhere.
I relish the idea of conquering the dastardly device!
Then let's all take a crack at hurting this thing.
They are coming at us from everywhere!
Wish we had one of their space chariots!
It's all you, Gamora!
I'm just getting warmed
I
up!
shall enjoy this!
Thing's pretty tough for an old machine!
Well done, you two! A tactfully executed maneuver!
I wasn't being insensitive!
Release her at once, or face the destroyer!
We've got to apply more pressure. So we can forget what I just said, right?
I am glad you confided in us, Gamora!
outmatched. We need to retreat. And as much as I don't want to admit it, Groot's got a point. The odds are totally against us here, Quill.
Look! I know we want to celebrate because we're maybe 2 steps away from winning this fight.
Celebrate?
If we start dancing before we actually win, these scud-holes will send us to our graves. So let's keep our focus and show these losers exactly how we rock. Who's with me?
That's the
No idea.
Carve him a new one!
I am primed to destroy!
Hey, Quill! Want to see some fireworks?
How do they have this many goons?
With active support, who knows how many reserve forces they can bring in here? We gotta shut it down.
Let's get to the bridge. Cosmos Tower is the quickest way. That seems long enough for a bridge.
Unless it crumbles when it falls.
Drax?
I have been eager to topple something over.
You see that kid in the ritual thing?
I could not miss him.
You think the church did that to his head? Or was the poor sucker born like that?
Why do they keep blocking everything off?
Because now they expect us.
We need to find another way to the bridge.
You should be prepared in case the Grand Unifier arrives.
Really? A faith force field?
If we can find the power source, we should be able to turn it off.
Let's get looking then.
So, Gamora... how am I supposed to drop the most interesting thing she's ever done? You gotta disconnect the power, Quill.
Shut off the power?
If you do not have the upper body strength, perhaps your magic guns can help.
You know, I usually hated when that Cosmo spotlight would shine down on me, but now I kinda miss it.
I did not know you were so sentimental.
Almost drowning changes a guy.
before Raker shows up.
All right, dead ahead! Let's book it!
Now is not the time!
Guardians of the Galaxy. The Matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment from this station. And you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything. You've been manipulating her from the start.
She is the light. And I am merely her servant.
Kinda hard to be the light with that dark monster thingy inside of her.
Blasphemy! You may have rejected her promise, but you will believe when it returns you from death's cold clutches.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How? It can't be. I saw you die.
Form is fleeting, but the foundation remains forever. Now cease this stubborn senselessness, before it reaps a ruinous reward.
Ruinous.
Oops.
Now it's Nova!
They're gonna need a huge recruitment drive after this.
Perhaps this will tell tale of our battles here!
Is that like a Katavian minstrel? Bullshit is squad!
Let's pop that fool so he stops handing out drinks.
On the left!
Fucking sniper! Damn coward!
We need to close this distance! Make sure you don't fall off!
Make sure those
breathing room,
hit you
Groot.
either.
Oh, you, Rocket! Man! I totally laid out that psycho soldier!
Way to knock some
This'll work!
sense
We
into
can
him!
leapfrog our way back onto the bridge!
Leapfrog?
It's a... Just follow my lead!
This has got my name on it!
Look, Golden Boy and Unicorn are still at it.
Hope all the god stuff wasn't just talk!
We're sitting ducks!
You are wrong on both counts!
He means we can't stay here!
On this we are agreed!
Running and gunning on rooftops. This is kind of fun.
So now
Gamora!
you're
The
finally
billboard!
happy. Good call!
You find more snipers over there. You save me one.
No promises!
We approach the dog safari!
We still have to fight our way through!
Crap! Now it's Nova!
These soldiers are deadlier than the local security!
Stay away from the edges!
I will toss them to their deaths!
Order up!
Okay! We gotta get to that elevator! Just once I'd like to cross this bridge without incident!
You can thank Goldie for that.
The warlock saved us!
I ain't scared of Raker and his little white dog.
up!
Did you see Raker's face when he showed up?
Sick of drags! Die with fire!
Make sure you don't fall off!
You owe me one, Quill!
Slash him, Gamora!
Get ready!
Get down here! Let me shoot you!
Round him up, Groot!
Crap! Now it's Nova!
They're gonna need a huge recruitment drive after this! Ready!
Drax, destroy!
Look! We approach the dog's tower!
We still have to fight our way through!
Aim at what?
Justice!
Of course it was easier to get to before!
We don't need Golden Boy's help.
Is that why you shot him?
Oh yeah, that was great. Right in the butt. Did you see the look on his face? It was all like, oh, my gilded glutes.
Wriggle rear!
His perfect posterior! His
Champion cheeks!
Look out!
Or,
Let's not add to our problems!
running and gunning on rooftops. This is
Too
kind of fun.
close! If there weren't so many of them, I'd agree with you! Gamora, splice him up!
Never see it coming! Make sure you don't fall off!
I got jet boot, remember? Crap! Now it's Nova!
They're not Nova anymore, Peter! Stay away from the edges!
It's like all of nowhere showed up.
As long as they're here, they can't go through with the whatever they called it!
The full Markman.
That was not the name!
I like it better. Well, you're a big target, that's why. So many lousy angles to cover.
Broke another
Keep
car!
shooting! I'll get closer!
Running and gunning on rooftops. This is kind of fun. You need to commemorate this moment.
Stay away from the edges!
Unworthy!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across.
Finally! I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us. Always knew nowhere would get raided, but not like this. Thought it would be the world mine cracking down on them. We need to be on the other side of this thing.
We're not getting over.
Would under suffice? Perhaps we should summon the ship to deliver us to our destination.
Ain't no way they'd let us land anywhere near the big party. Better off fighting our way there.
Indeed. I would much rather face them with my blades.
I did see a floor directly below this one.
I ain't seeing no hatch or nothing. Hey, Quill, try your visor. Must suck to be a celestial hedge.
Part of the floor looks weak.
Good thing we got old Big Boots.
It is not the size of the boot, but the might of the one who wields it.
am Groot.
Groot thinks we'll be nowhere royalty once we save it. Assuming they don't blame us for the Grand Unicorn. And the brainwashing cult.
Drax, buddy, let's make a hole.
That's one way down.
The best way.
This carnage brings back troubling memories of worlds I destroyed.
Look! They're still at it!
At least our guy seems to be winning.
Battle must have been